What's up guys, and welcome to my channel, Chris Aquariums. So I started keeping fish tanks when I was 18. I'm 28 right now, which means I've been in the hobby for 10 years. I started off knowing absolutely nothing. I started off really simple, the way everyone else does, and it took a long time to get to the point where I am. So what we're going to do is take a trip into the past, because I have been recording my fish tanks ever since I got them. I have pictures of my very first fish, and I've been recording my fish tanks for nearly 10 years now. So we're going to take a trip down memory lane, all the way from my first fish tank up to the latest that I've got right now, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get started. Right, and that's my assistant. So this is a picture of me buying my very first fish ever. Obviously a blue Siamese fighter fish. I did fall into the trap of getting it too small of a tank. Got it a little bit of a bigger one later, but still, I mean, first fish, I didn't really know better. Luckily I know a bit better now. Nope, never mind. Didn't know any better. This was a guppy, also way too small of a tank. Didn't know any better. At least I can say I got a little bit more knowledgeable over the years. Okay, this is where we start getting into it. This is actually where I first started watching YouTube. And it's when I first started educating myself about fish, fish tanks and aquariums, and how to do it properly. So my very first planted tank. Oh yeah, first tropical fish. Okay, second tropical fish, neon tetras, the true, tried, and steady favorite. Following up from that, funnily enough, is angelfish. Second fish ever was angelfish 10 years later, as you know from my channel. Still keeping angelfish, they're definitely one of my favorites. This is my first like YouTube tutorial video. Awesome. Tiny angelfish. Okay, now this is quite beautiful. This is probably what I consider as my first experienced fish tank, where I knew what I was doing. Proper filtration, planted tank, community fish that got along. Small, not perfect, but I think this is my first start into professional fish keeping in the hobby. Man, look at that coolie loach there. I haven't had one of those for years. He was a lot of fun. This is a great day for me. This is when my very first angelfish laid their very first batch of eggs, and I got to see it. That was a proud moment for me. So this is when I moved into my new place, actually the place that I'm at currently, and this was the first time I upgraded my tank. So I went from a very small tank, like a 10 gallon, I think this was a 20 gallon or something, so my first tank upgrade. Everyone always has bigger tank syndrome. You always want a bigger tank no matter how big it is. Hey guys, I'm Chris. This is one of my tanks back here. As you can see, it's a planted tank, aquascaped. Got some neon tetras there and a platy and a cory cat as well. Hey, it's my first time behind the camera showing off my tank, which is looking beautiful. Yes, this is my first planted substrate. Man, looking back on it, this is one of my better works. Planter substrate, plants, community tank. I think just neon tetras at this stage, but That was a beautiful tank. So this is the tank. First pearl scale is in the tank. We'll update you guys on the progress on this tank. So began my journey into cold water, refurbishment of an old tank for some goldfish, and those very same goldfish I still have today, 2, 3 years later, and they're in the pond outside. And there you go, put a substrate in the tank. But in the meantime, just to finish it off, is start off simple, tiny goldfish. Eventually substrates, filtration, bit of plants. So today we've got some dwarf gourami. So this planted tank with the neon tetras, this is where I'm putting in dwarf gourami. These were a hit. People really liked these dwarf gourami. Maybe I should get some more someday. Hey guys, we got 2 angelfish today that we're going to be introducing into the community tank behind me. So now you can see a little bit more the coloring of the fish. Which really are some beautiful fish. Man, look at how I'm smiling right now. This was the same tank, and we had some changes, but these are the baby angelfish that I've got in the tank now, probably also 2 years ago. They are literally, I'm not even joking, laying eggs as we speak. Hold on. Look at that. That was a beautiful coincidental moment. Literally, they were just laying this, moved around as I came across with the camera, but what a nice moment. So going on from that clip, this clip is the very first time that these 2 angelfish, having them from babies, laid eggs. And this is the 2 goldfish, a little bit bigger, a little bit older than when we got them, a couple of plants in the tank. Hey guys, welcome back to Chris Aquariums. And you may notice that I have a new fish tank behind me. So let me show you a bit about the tank. And this is the new 100-liter fish tank. Hey! Man, this is me getting that 100-liter tank. I meant what I said in the caption of the video. I waited 3 years to get that, was so excited. And once again, that tank is sitting right here in my living room. Then when you open the doors, you can see my fish keeping cabinet. And last but not least, this tank is doing great. So you can see these 2 have put on quite a bit of size, and the plants are doing well too. That 100-liter tank is in my living room right now. The goldfish are out in the pond outside, and this is just the progression. And guys, that's the updates on the 100-liter tank. Looking amazing. Plants are growing in really well. Again, give it a few months and I think this will look incredible. And here are the goldfish. Look how big they have gotten. They're getting absolutely massive. And the 2 golden apple snails there as well. Such a stupid smile on my face. It's actually so cool, just so nostalgic to go through all these things. In the last few months, since our last video, there's been quite a lot that's changed. So the first thing that you might notice is that the substrate has changed. We've now changed it to some ADA Amazonia Aquasoil. But that's the update for the 100-liter tropical angelfish tank. Check it out. This is when I let the eggs hatch. So the first live fry that the angelfish had. Apple snail. still love apple snails. This is when I moved the goldfish from their first tank into a bigger tank. Probably lasted 3 or 4 months and they outgrew that and I had to put them in the pond. They are just massive these days. But I can't wait to progress with this tank and to build it up.
Guys, look at this tank.
The goldfish are a lot bigger than what I even thought they were. They've outgrown 2 tanks that I've put them in. So we're going to put them in a pond.
Can never have enough filtration.
Guys, that's it for today's video, and I really enjoyed it, just looking back on my fish keeping journey over the last decade, from where I started to a better fish in a tiny tank to hundreds of liters and ponds outside, and it's really nice to go through the journey. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and you know what, if you like this kind of thing, fish tanks, aquariums, ponds, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I can't wait to see you once again and again over next 10 years on Chris Aquariums.